This is Lugnut TV on Thursday, May 4th, 2017, and you're watching Loose Lugnut's Thursday Night Truck Series. I'm your host, Brian Tribble, and may the 4th be with you. Tonight we are under the lights of Bristol Motor Speedway for 150 laps of Loose Lugnut racing action. It's going to be a pretty exciting race. We got at least 15 drivers in the field. They're qualifying as I speak. And we've got all kinds of different drivers tonight, so it's really going to be a great battle, I think. To get our sponsors out of the way real quick, racegear.com. We really appreciate you guys sponsoring tonight. Over the Top Paints and Designs, The Wise Guys, Lugnut TV, and bowtieapparel.com. It's going to be a real exciting race, and got a lot going on. And as far as the points go, this is race number 13 of 16. Say that right? Yep. Race number 13 of 16. And currently, Craig Covington has a 1-point lead over Wesley Holland. Everything started at Daytona with Mark Jackson having that incredible win. Bob Wells picked off a win, and then Wes Holland put 3 straight wins down before Dode Hoskins was able to break that streak at Pocono. And then Wes Holland put another 3 race wins down before Craig Covington was able to take away the win at Phoenix. And last week, if you recall, Chicagoland, Keith Haney, a returning past driver to the Loose Lugnut lead, he has come back to race with us and did a fantastic job and took home the checkered flag last weekend at Chicagoland. Next week, we will be at Darlington for 120 grueling laps. That should be an interesting race. Probably this one's going to be a lot more fun and faster. So without further ado, let's kick off tonight with our national anthem. All right, welcome back to the racetrack, guys. This is Bristol Motor Speedways, and you are watching Lugnut TV, and we're following the Thursday Night Truck Series race. This should be a barn burner. Hoping we don't have too many cautions this evening. Currently, the trucks are gridding up. All right, I think it's safe to start going through our starting grid here. On the front row, Panic, coming off a huge win last Sunday at Talladega in the Class A Cup car. On the outside of him, David Toker Johnson in the 00. Row 2, Bad Bob Wells on the inside of Matthew Heavener. Row number 3, Wesley Holland on the inside of Smoke Hughes. And row number 4, Justin French on the inside of Craig Covington, who starts 8th position. Starting in ninth spot, Alan Matting. And outside of him, your league admin for this evening, Tim Campbell. Starting in 11th, Billy Wise in the 32 truck. And outside of him, the 062 of Noah Wyatt. He's making his lug nut debut, so he's our rookie of the evening. Also, we got Thomas Wise starting around with us a little bit more often, and starting 11th this evening. Starting 14th this evening, Keith Haney. That was last week's winner, starting 14th tonight at Bristol. We also got Zach Coldbeer Coyer starting 15th, and Jeffrey Clinton the second in 16th position. Rounding up the field, riding shotgun, we've got Brian Lothhead starting 17th. So we got some real fast trucks in the middle and rear of the field, and some good trucks up front too. This is going to be a real barn burner. Make sure I got all my volumes on here. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it's going to be a real good race. Looking forward to calling this one. 17 cars starting tonight. That's pretty good for a Thursday night truck series race. And as we about to take the green flag here, a couple things to look out for. After about 10 laps, these tires start to give up. That front right can't handle too much bite off the corner, so they're going to be very tight, which means that outside lane is going to be where guys want to be, I think. We're going to have to watch to see how this race unfolds. But, yeah, about 10 laps before the tires start really giving up. And we got the pace car is in. And Panic is going to bring us to the green flag. And they're off. Already, lots of activity up front. We got Toker hitting the wall and Heavener falling through the middle of the field a little bit. Panic on the inside of Toker. That outside line's going to prevail coming off of turn 4, and Toker's going to lead that first lap. Behind them, huge skirmish going for 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. As Bob Wells in the 38, regaining his footing, falling in behind the 99 of Heavener. Behind them, you can see Smoke putting the bumper to Holland. And Holland's got to run, but really nowhere to go. He's going to try that low side on the inside of Bob. Now, Bob Wells doesn't have anywhere to go as he hits the back bumper of the 99 truck. These guys are racing real clean, real tight. These fresh tires are going to make it real easy for them to do these maneuvers. Give them about 5 more laps. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. We're going to see guys sliding around just a little bit. Off the pace, Toker. He was in the lead not too long ago, and he has fallen off the pace quite a bit. Regains the field in 7th spot. Let's go back up front. And we got Panic run away with it. Robert Madison, the 14 truck. Your pole winner. And now he's leading laps up front. Behind him, Matthew Heavener now putting some distance between him and 3rd. Actually, he's reeling in the 14 truck. All right, behind West, we have some activity. We got the 38, and he's trying to hold off Justin French in the 018. And these guys are really pretty much single file now, all the way through the field. Here's a couple of guys side by side. We got Tim Campbell looking at the inside of Billy Wise. Tim's getting a great run off the corner, but nowhere to go. He needs that outside line. He needs the room from Billy, and Billy's not giving it to him right now. And they are fighting for 9th spot. Sorry, they're fighting for 10th spot back there. But back up front, check on our leader. Looks like we've had a pass for 2nd spot. Wes Holland has taken over 2nd from Heavener, and now he's reeling in Panic. cue the Jaws music as Ford truck is reeling in Mattis here. We should go on board for a few laps. Oh, that's Panic in the outside wall a little bit. We're riding on board with Wesley Holland in the Ford truck as he closes in on the lead. Go through the field here a little bit. They're battling for first and second back here in third. Matthew Hevener, no challenge for him right now. It looks like Bob Wells is holding off a challenge from Justin French. Looks like a pretty good battle on the track. Here goes French looking on the inside. Doesn't have the room to make that pass. Kind of pinched down there a little bit. Toker Johnson up to sixth position. He's feeling the heat from oh, we got a caution on the track. We're trying real hard to figure out who that is. Ah, there we go. The 053 of Jeffrey Clinton. Watch him. He hits the outside wall. Comes down, smacks the inside wall, spins out in front of the field, and that's where that caution came from. Hey, we got to the bottom of it. That's what's the most important. Doesn't look like there were any takers on pit lane, unless I really screwed up here. And there were some takers on pit lane. So I see Craig Covington's got the lead up front now. So Craig Covington stays out to lead one lap, and now he's going to come down to receive his service. The 062 of Noah Wyatt, he's a handful of laps down at the beginning of the race here. Not sure what happened. He may have started on pit road, I think. That's a possibility. But Craig Covington stays out to lead that important bonus. Gets a bonus point for leading that lap. As you may recall, he's only 1 point up on Wes Holland at the beginning of this race for the championship, which is going to finish the next 4 races. So, good call for Craig. And that puts Matthew Hevener up front. And Hevener was in 3rd position when that caution came out. I was able to leapfrog around Panic and Wes Holland. So I'm wondering if maybe, just maybe, Hevener took 2. The field's gotten the 1 to go. They're reforming behind the pace car. This time around, we're going to have Matthew Hevener bring him to green. All starts are on the flagman. All restarts are on the race leader. So Hevener can go whenever he would like, as soon as that pace car pulls in. pulled in. And Heavener hits the loud pedal and off he goes. Sailing over the start-finish line into turn 1. Oh, Panic hits the outside wall. Doesn't look like too much damage. With the 14 and the 4 with a real tough battle here. Also, Wells under fire from French in the 018. Oh, slips up and gives that position to him. I don't think that was on purpose. Now the 018, the one losing a little bit of ground there. A little tight going into the turn 4. Back up front. We don't want to miss this fight for the lead. Oh, and Heavener just lets him go by on the outside. Probably a good move. Looks like he's a little bit off the pace at this point. So that's going to give us a new leader, Wesley Holland. Raiding them across the start-finish line. And unable to put any distance on the 14 truck. Remember, this is a tire wear kind of a race. As the 14 car hits the outside wall again. Not slowing him down one bit. Maybe it's making him faster. I don't know. But saving it right front is going to be real important during this race. And you just have to wonder if Wes is saving his tires right now as Panic is pushing real hard to get by him, and how that might affect him a few laps down the road here. So Heavener ends up in the 4th spot. We got Bob Wells washing up the track here. Here's Toker trying to get a move on him. And smoke coming into the camera range just a little bit. Smoke's got a real good exit off the turn. He's able to diamond it way high, all the way down and out. Well, not that time, because the 31 got underneath him. And he's got to give that spot away. So Hughes giving up the spot. Okay, up front now. Oh, we got a caution. So here it is, folks. Get the 89 hitting the outside wall, and the 317 finding nowhere to go. Let's go on board. We're on board with the 317. Oh, no, we're on board with Tim Campbell. Hold on just a moment. Let's go. Screw the onboard, this is the best you're gonna get. Alright. Camera 1 on the 317. That's him just kind of plowing into the back of the car. Oh! As we see, the 317 gets some additional damage there. Oh! And the Ford Mustang pace car even takes a whack at the 317. Ouch! Alright, so up front. Looks like Holland did not make a pit stop that time. And we still have a few to go. You are watching the Thursday Night Truck Series. Loose Lugnut TV. Sorry, Lugnut TV. Brought to you today by RaceGear.com, Over the Tops Paints and Designs, Billy Wise and the Wise Guys, BowTieApparel.com, and of course Lugnut TV. So far tonight, they've run 37 laps, a total of 5 lead changes up front, and 2 cautions for 8 laps. So not a bad ratio. That's our second caution of the evening. And lights are still on the pace car this time by. Here's the top 10 as they run right now. Holland, Mattis, French all the way up to 3rd. Let's see. French started back in the field, not sure exactly where, but he's made a pretty good run to get up there. Bob Wells in 4th, David Toker Johnson rounding out the top 5, Jay Smoke Hughes in 6th, Zach Coyer 7th, Alan Madding, Craig Covington, and Brian Lofhead with a solid top 10 right now. The lights are off on the pace car. We will be going green this time by. Pace car's in. Wes Holland gets going real quick. Off to the races. Clean restart. Lots of distance between him and Panic. Justin French is able to pick up that next position real easily on the outside, starting in 3rd spot. And now mounting pressure on the 4 car. Not really any great camera angles. Oh, that's the forward of the outside wall. That's going to slow him up just a bit. Yeah, these guys are pushing real hard, hitting that outside wall from time to time. Didn't seem to slow Panic down too much. Let's get that replay going. Alright, so here's a replay of about 10 seconds ago. Here's Smoke. And now we have a caution. We need a longer instant replay window there. Let's see if Smoke was involved in the second incident. Happened a couple cars behind him. Oh, there is Billy Wise. Watching Billy. Like Billy's a little bit slower than 317, closing in on him pretty quick. And, yep, just misjudged. Yikes, misjudged the exit there a little bit, came down. 317 was coming up. Unfortunate racing incident right there, and the 32 went for a wild ride. And it looks like he's still running pretty good, or at least he's running anyway. Alright, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
This is how it is to own the car you've always wanted. You get out before breakfast to look at it again. And you inspect it, not for flaws, but inspect it with your hands for the curved strength of its steel and the grace of its body. You take pleasure in its fine points, the smell of new upholstery, the honesty of its comfort, the feel of an easy riding seat that holds you like your favorite chair, the infinite detail, down even to the rich nap beneath your feet. You pride yourself on its extras, too. The sunroof, a wonderful new way of giving a hardtop the character of a convertible. The power accessories. The perfectionist in you likes them all. Then you turn it on. Nudge the 350 horsepower Special Thunderbird V8, and you're living. It's that simple. This is how it is in a car that likes to chart its own road. You'd be hard-pressed to find its peer in handling or in cornering. You rediscover it every day. And it's a thing you can share. You watch a new Thunderbird convertible do its stuff. Fully automatic. And she never left her seat. It's all part of owning the 1960 Ford Thunderbird. All part of...
All right, we are back. Thursday Night Truck Series on TNT, or this is TNT on Lugnut TV. Pace car is in. We got Zach Coyer, command of the field, taking the green flag, leading his first laps of the race tonight. And the 99 of Matthew Hevener, real close second, closing him down, thinking about making a move up front already. 99 pushing real hard on those fresh tires. Oh, caution flag is out again. Let's see if we can figure out who that was. Here's the restart with the 96 and that gaggle of cars. Oh, up ahead. Looks like Billy Wise again. All right. Sorry that instant replay did not work out very well. Kind of feel like that was Billy Wise, though. Not sure who else has that bright green car. Not the guys up front. I think it was a 32. Let's try this instant replay thing again. Yep, that's all the way back to the last caution. So I guess it was not him. Was it the 38, perhaps? Let's see. It was indeed. Okay. Let's do a reverse chase. All right, so we're looking back at the 38. Oh, yep, he just kind of gets into Toker there a little bit. They all get bottled up. All right, well, at least now we know what happened. It's important to me that you guys get to see what happens here. Here's another look at it. Oh, yeah, the 38 was just trying to diamond that corner, came down real hard. 020 was there. And then they all just funnel into him. Lots of contact. 96 didn't really hit much. But, you know, Benny Parsons used to say, cautions breeding cautions. So we're back now live action. The 38 card trying to rejoin the field. Thanks for bearing with me as I go through all those instant replay angles. Yeah, it's tough when we don't know, when we can't see what's what or who's who. And it's real tough for me. Sometimes I even forget to turn on the audio. Yikes. Right, and we're back green flag racing. Zach Coyer is still holding the lead with Heavener in second. Heavener hard into the outside wall as they plug through turn number 1. He's fallen back through the field. He's now in third spot. And Wes Highland sets his sights on the leader. Coyer pushes high through 1 and 2. And here's the Ford truck really holding it down this time. They come off of 4. He's going to catch him going into 1. Looking to the inside. Still looking to the inside. Can he make that pass? Oh, we got another caution. Looks like that was Smoke Hughes involved. Let's see if we can get on board with him. Here's Toker on the outside wall. Not sure what happened to him. And here's Smoke catching Panic. Looks like Alan Matting had some issues. Yeah, that's what happened. Matting had some issues, slowed up quite a bit. Try one more. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so here we are. We got the camera 1 on the 317. Here is where it all begins. 018 gets underneath the 317. Passes him no problem. 317 slows up to let that pass happen. Panic just kind of bulldozes his way through there. And the 317 locks him up. Oh, man, he really held that brake hard and got run into by... Not sure who that was that ran into him. The 96 of Craig Covington, I bet. Okay. So lots of activity there. Let's go back live action. And up front, Wesley Holland has been able to take that lead, and he's holding it. So there's your top 10. Holland with that lead over Toker. Justin French now up to third, and Panic after all that activity back there, currently in fourth spot. Zach Coyer in fifth. Heavener keeps on pounding that outside wall, falling to sixth. Billy Wise seventh. Thomas Wise, Billy's father, in the field tonight in eighth spot. Covington, rough night, lots of contact, none his own doing, in ninth, and Bob Wells still on the lead lap, I believe. Yeah, Bob Wells being the last car on the lead lap. Alan Matting being the first car 1 lap down. And we did so good at the beginning. Now we're just rattling off all kinds of cautions here. So 64 laps in the books. Lead change is number 7, and then 5 cautions for a total of 23 caution laps. Looks like the field is forming back up behind the pace car. Pace car is in. Holland has command of the field, and off he goes. Gets a great restart. Real slinky effect behind him. Looks like Poyer's going to try to pass the 018 on the outside. He gets that done. Now he's got a great run. Oh, nowhere to go with it on Toker here. Poyer, the man on a mission right now. Real fast on the outside line. Let's see what he can do on the inside, as he's got to pass Johnson on the inside. Johnson sneaks up the track, hits the wall a little bit. That leaves the door open for Poyer. Neck and neck as they come out of this turn. And Toker still has second spot there, but under serious fire from the 31. As these two are battling, Justin French is able to pull up pretty close as well. Now Poyer trying an alternative line. He's going to see if he can sneak past him on the outside. It's a good move. I like what he's doing. He gets a great run on the outside. Not a whole lot of room up there. Johnson leaves the outside door open. Poyer's going to make this pass happen on the outside. That was a really impressive pass by the 31 of Zach Poyer. Very impressive. Justin French was taking notes, and he does the same. Both are able to get around Dave Johnson. Up front, while that's happening, Wes Holland is pulling away. So that's Zach Poyer in second now, Justin French in third. Really don't like any of these camera angles at Bristol. It's a small track, and we get some pretty wide-angle lenses here. Never really get a good look at who I want to see when I want to see him. So as we go back to the field, that's Toker in fifth, Matthew Hevener. We got Panic in sixth spot, and Alan Matting is 1 lap down. Looks like Smoke is also 1 lap down, because we're going to skip over him. Bob Wells in the 7th spot. Craig Covington in 8th. Thomas Wise at 020 in 9. Schooling his son Billy in the 32. Oh no, Billy. You better reel him in and get past him again. So now we got Alan Matting 1 lap down, and a couple of cars, many lap downs. Tim Campbell 2, and Jason Hughes 4 laps down. Tough race for Smoke. And this little skirmish is looking like it could be exciting. Able to get around the 317 on the outside. Now setting his sights on getting around the 14. Keep in mind the 58 is multiple laps down. He's got nothing to gain by passing these guys. Back up front, it appears that Wes is already about to put the 32 of Billy Wise a lap down. Billy Wise is the last car on the lead lap as we turn lap number 80. The 32 is much slower and gives lots of room. Wes just kind of whizzes by on the outside. That sets up a few other guys ready to go a lap down, including Thomas Wise and Craig Covington. I can see them directly ahead of the 4 truck. somebody needs to get on the horn and tell Thomas Wise to not fight the leader so much. I think he got the message. Slows down, lets the 4-car go. And now Wes is looking to put Craig Covington, his closest competitor in the championship standings. The 4-car is about to put the 96 down a lap. And Craig doesn't fight him too hard on that. Gives him the inside line, and off he goes. Back through the field a little bit. Oh, we got a battle royale right here. We got Zach Hoyer under serious pressure from Justin French. And Toker's in the mix too. And Heavener. All 4 of these cars. Oh, the 31 Hoyer into the wall. Hard in the wall. He's not going to be as fast as he was, that's for sure. As these guys are racing hard, they are really putting some wear and tear on that front right tire. And eventually, you turn left and it just goes straight. And that's what we saw happen to Zach Hoyer in the 31 truck. He has hit the outside wall pretty hard. Falls back to 5th. He was in 2nd position. That gives 1 spot to Matthew Heavener, now up to 4th. Toker took over the 3rd. And there's Justin French in the 018 truck. Not having it with Thomas Wise. He says, I'm going to pass you now. Here's the 018. I tell you what, we can do a different angle on this one. See if we can get. There's Thomas Wise. And let's do the reverse chase. And I can't get the slow motion going, but you're watching the 020 kind of in the way. And you're watching Justin French kind of just go right through him. Not a whole lot of patience shown by French on that one. Poor decision making from this broadcaster's perspective. And it's too bad Thomas Wise was kind of slow, holding things up there a little bit. He is a rookie. That's what the 0 in front of his number means. The 020. He is a rookie, and just needs to learn to not fight the leaders so much if you're a lap down or more. And here's the 020 kind of smoking on pit road. And it appears as if he is parked right now, a number of laps down. So, looking back up front, looks like Craig may have led another lap, I'm not sure. He had just gone a lap down, so he probably got the lucky dog and had to stay out a little bit, is my guess. Alright, so back up front, Wesley Holland, and let's take a quick commercial break. Okay, welcome back to the Thursday Night Truck Series on Lugnut TV. Thank our sponsors yet again, RaceGear.com, over the top paints and the designs, The Wise Guys, Lugnut TV, and BowTieApparel.com. Next chance we get to take a little commercial, we're going to listen to some live music with Billy Wise. And we still have at least one more lap to go here before we take the green flag again. That will be it. The lights are off in the pace car. They're going to start stacking up here a little bit. A little caution heavy at the end of this one. Or in the middle of this one, I should say. We are 93 laps into 150. Some good hard racing. A lot of contact. And we're down to 9 cars in the lead lap. Billy Wise is in 10th with 1 lap down. Hopefully these guys can keep it clean, put some laps down. From this point, they're about 67 laps. They could finish. They could finish the race from here. This last tank of fuel. So green flag's out. West Holland takes it. Watching Panic fall back here a little bit. Oh, we got a battle for lead up front. Justin French diving real hard on the inside of Holland. Holland's got to know that French is really hurting that outside right tire, front right tire. So if he just hold off this attack for a little while, I think he's going to find he's got the car to beat. And Zach may have, maybe Zach's listening to the broadcast. He may have heard us there because he's backed off and is no longer trying to pass the Ford truck on the inside. Just kind of following the line, maintaining. Back a little bit further, you got Coyer in fourth, and here's Heavener in fifth spot. And just a reminder, Jason Hughes is a number of laps down at this point. It's like he's out there just having a good time. And Hughes is able to get around Matthew Heavener. Up front again, it looks like French trying that inside line again. Panic is currently up to third spot. Panic with a world of confidence after that win on Sunday. Looks like he belongs up front tonight. Really driving a great race. He started on the pole. Has had his share of issues, but he's back up front now, passing Justin French on the inside. French actually gives him the room. The 14 completes that pass. And promptly sticks it to the outside wall. The 14 truck has hit that wall a number of times. He's got to pay. He's got to pay over the top paints and designs a little bit extra for this next paint job because he's really scratching this one up. Oh, into the wall again he goes. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down one bit though. And for those of you new to iRacing, this is a racing simulator, and sometimes the technology can lag a little bit. So there's a distinct possibility that the 14 car is not actually hitting the wall. But on my scenario, and my screen, he is. And that's the one you're watching me with. So quite possibly just a little net code of the 14 hitting the wall when he's not. That's where all those sparks are coming from, because he has not slowed down one bit. Back a little further, we got Coyer. And Smoke Hughes trying to get around him. And Coyer into the wall. And that one was definitely for real. He slowed up quite a bit when he hit the wall there. So Coyer has fallen back to fifth spot. He was battling for the lead not too long ago. Let's take a check up front, make sure Holland still has that lead. He's got about a 2.5 second lead on Panic in second. Go the opposite way. We got Alan Madding in eighth. He's the last car on lead lap at this point in time. Bob Wells in seventh spot in the 38 machine. Toker, Coyer, Heavener, French, Panic, and Holland. Looks like Craig Covington has gone another lap down. to Wesley Holland. So they put him 3 laps down the night. Covington actually in 11th spot right now. But up front, looks like the best battle on the track right now is the 14 and the 018. Here's Coyer trying to get around the lap car of Craig Covington. It's like Toker and Heavener having a nice little battle for the 4th spot. Heavener has it, Toker wants it. Looks like Toker intimidates Heavener just enough to have him tag the outside wall coming off the 4th. And again, it doesn't really slow him up too much. Heavener right back into it. Now trying to get that spot back from Toker. Toker to 4th. Up front a little further. This will be an interesting battle. We got 14 and the 018 battling for position. And then the 58 car not battling for position, but definitely going to insert himself into the conversation. Caution is out on the track. And for some reason, I think it's the 38. And for some reason, we're in slow motion now, as we weren't before. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this instant replay in slow motion. And it would appear no, nothing's happened yet. It's going to take a lot longer because we are doing the slow motion. Oh, there's the contact. It would appear that the 317 came up a little sooner than he should, and the 38 kind of hooked it a little lower than he should have. And some incidental contact right there. So we'll watch a closer look on the 317 as he tries to make this pass. And whoop, there it is. Hard contact for the 317. Hard contact. Alright, I promised you some live Billy Wise music. Let's check that out.
Thanks from Pasco County. This is Wise Guys.
Welcome back. Lights are just about to be extinguished on the pace car. You're watching the Thursday Night Truck Series. Lugnut TV. This is Brian Triple Eight you're listening to. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. I don't mean to jinx it, but technically it's been fairly flawless. We haven't had any glitches along the way. Just a sober Brian making the call tonight, which makes it a little more nerve-wracking, I guess. But just as fun. So the pace car is about to pull off. Lights are off. Oh, you see the 14 kind of lurking back there, trying to get that jump. The 4's going to have none of it. He waits until he gets a bump start from the 018 and then goes. This time around, Panic does have that outside line. Let's see if he can... Oh, no, he does lose the position. 018 is able to get around Panic. And he's not going to stand for it. He's going to push real hard. Being told there's 2 to go. This is the race for the second spot here. Yeah, there's definitely more than 2 to go. We're at lap 128 at 150. So maybe that's our technical glitch for the night. All right, so with we had 25 to go when we took the green flag, and now we're watching this fantastic battle. Justin French and Robert Mattis going at it, going hard. Possibly a little too hard, because you're seeing Panic now. He's falling back a little bit. He really put some weight on those tires, and here comes Toker in the 0-0. Having her in tow. Oh, caution flag is out. Now, I have no idea who caused this caution, where it came from, but we're just going to watch the 317, just in case he's the culprit. Oh, it was right behind him. Back live. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We are back live. Still gotta get some of my other peripherals up and running again. But let's see. Make sure you don't miss anything with the leader as I get this stuff back up and running. It appears that we're going to have 12 to go very shortly. All right, back on track here. We got Wes Holland in the lead and Justin French. Oh, we still get that battle going for third spot here. Almost right where we left off with Robert Mattis really pushing hard and trying to make that pass up on the inside. And here's that another caution on the track. looks like Smoke and the 317 had a little fun there. See if we can go better angle on 58. Here's the 58 completing that pass, and here's the 317 winding up and taking a swing. You'll see when the 317 cuts down, doesn't actually make contact. So a little net code that started it, and then some hard drive and finished it. Okay, how about a quick recap? Don't think my race summary button's gonna work. It is not. So that should be we've lost track. Apologize for that disconnection there. Apparently I did jinx it when I said there were no technical difficulties tonight. But so it goes. Okay, so we're on lap number 144 of 150. That's gonna leave about a 5-lap shootout for these guys. Been a fantastic race so far. Hopefully we get 5 caution-free laps to finish this thing out. A lot of our troublemakers this evening are on pit road or have taken it home for the night. So we got that going for us. And there are 9 cars on lead lap currently. Tim Campbell in 10th spot is the first car 1 lap down. And Alan Manning, for all the contact he's had tonight, all the way up to 7th spot right now. Alright, pace car is in. West gets an early jump, but French sticks right with him. French is on the outside as they dive into turn number 1. Wes Holland unable to clear him. Oh, but French hits that outside wall. Slows abruptly. Now Toker able to get around him on the inside. And a gaggle of cars behind him. A little slinky effect going right now. It appears French is a little bit slower. I apologize about the race ticker here. We do have just a few laps to go. Holland is checking out on the field. Panic again, almost into the wall. 38 truck coming out of nowhere. Possibly on fresher tires. He may have pitted that last time around when the leaders did not. And so watching 38, almost made contact there. These trained professionals are able to get around it though. Panic has that last podium position. Dave Johnson up front. Wes Holland brings it across for the win. Whew. What a race, huh? Exciting, exciting stuff. Let's see if I can queue up some of these guys. In the meanwhile, need to get you guys pumped up for a little, well, we can do that afterwards. Let's take a closer look at Wes's burnouts. And I feel like we've lost There's Panic. Toker. And West. All right, joining me in the booth right now, finishing third position, Robert Panic Mattis. Congratulations on your third place finish. And I'm going to do that again because I had you muted. All right, Panic, now you're unmuted. Congratulations. How'd that race go for you?
Man, that was hard. That was a hard-fought third place. Me, Toker, and Justin going at it. It was fun.
And at the end there, it looked like Bad Bob Wells on fresh tires almost got around you.
Yeah, he was aiming for it, but it's such a one-groove track. If you're on the outside, it's just hard to get around somebody unless you got a really dive bomb it going in the corners.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you got any shout-outs you want to give while you're up here?
Yeah, I want to say congratulations to Wes. Thank you to Toker and Justin for racing me clean, and shout out to my lady who's watching this. And thank you to everybody at Loose Lug Nuts.
All right, rock on, man. Congratulations. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And finishing in second spot this evening, David Johnson in the 00. Congratulations, David.
Thank you, Brian. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had to let off the throttle there. I couldn't hear you over the chip.
Yeah, you guys are really putting down a smoke show out there. Tell me about your race.
It's pretty good. I started on the outside pole, had a good truck, and I decided early just to kind of let the guys go because Bristol is more survival than just being fast. So I dropped back to 7th and kind of kept my nose clean. And if it wasn't for one little incident, I think I would have got out of here with 0X. So I'm kind of happy the way things went, finishing second. And I think I had, 4X. So good night.
Yeah, you guys put on a heck of a show. Any thanks you want to give while you're up here?
Oh, definitely. Of course, you got Wes and Panic, my old buddies from the Xbox days. It's nice to finish in between them like I used to. I always kind of used to break up the pair so they wouldn't get 1-2. And, of course, John, you, Tribble, Bob, Jay, everybody in the league. And it's been a lot of fun, man.
All right, rock on. Well, congratulations again. Look forward to seeing you at the next one.
I appreciate it. I'm hoping to watch this broadcast later.
All right, good deal. All right, and now we have Wesley Holland up in the Lug Nut booth. Congratulations, Wes.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
We were expecting a win from you. Does this mean we're going to have another 2 in a row? 3 in a row?
Oh man, I don't know. We've been having some fast guys come out, so I never know anymore. It's not as easy as it once was, but these guys raced clean all night, and it was a fun race.
But it's as easy once as it ever was, I think is the end of that one.
Right.
So tell me about your race. You started not on the pole. Panic had that. You were 4th or 6th or something, and it took a little while before you got up front.
Yeah, like I said, those guys they showed up and they were super fast this week, and they put down some good laps qualifying, and I just started 5th or 6th or whatever in the field and had to work my way through it. But yeah, it was good all night. It was fun, and these guys raced real hard out there, and sure didn't give me anything. I had to earn it all tonight.
Rock on. Hey, you want to fire off any sponsors before I let you go?
Of course, everybody in this league that puts the stuff on for us, John, Bob, and yourself. Everybody that comes out and races with us. Appreciate it.
You got it, dude. All right, man. Looking forward to seeing your next race, and congratulations again.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
That was Wesley Holland, the Ford truck, finishing it in first position tonight. So while we got you here, you are watching the TNT series of Loose Lug Nuts. We have a number of series, including Dirt. We're having a fantastic run. 4 races over about 3 hours on Saturday nights. I believe it starts around 7, or maybe it's 8. Who knows? Just show up and race. We have a pretty active account on the Facebook. Just look up Loose Lug Nuts Racing on Facebook. And if you're watching here, you'll probably see in our past live streams that we have a lot of pre-recorded races. Once the live races are done, they're saved for a while, so you can watch what all the fun was about this past Saturday night, or you can check out this commercial. So this is going to be Brian Tribble signing off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night as the Bump and Run series comes to some track that I'm not sure of. Until then.